Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, pandas, and welcome to the stream. I'm Baba Money. Hey, I'm glad that you can join us today. Super excited to find those scalps. Pandas, already up $1,312. And it was some simple scalps that were here. One big one was this overshoot. So here we have a two-tier channel. Before I jump into the charts, good morning, my pandas. Good morning, good morning. Make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's gonna be. Also, make sure you scalp that like button. And hey, drop a GM in the chat. Give me a location if you're comfortable doing so. Good morning, Jeffrey from North Carolina. Rashid, good morning. Good morning from Jersey. Brandon Jones, good morning from Florida. Batty, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back, pandas. Mo from Maryland. Mike Carroll from Alabama. J80 with the GM. Haskell dropping the GMs. Hey, drop a GM in the chat, pandas. Hey, the market has been good to us. Let's just say that. The market has been good to us these days. Good morning, Kellyanne. Welcome back, Kellyanne. We missed you yesterday. I'm not sure if you joined the stream or not. I didn't see your name yesterday in the chat. J80 asks, you guys catch that retest 15038 I posted 200 point slide on NQ. Huge day yesterday. Beach Bum, good morning from North Carolina. Batty. RGI, let's go. ATL rising. Is it Atlanta rising? Bill Gesso, good morning. Alberto, good morning. Pandas. Batty says, man, it's up 1.3K already. LOL. Let's go, baby. Good morning. As you guys are rolling in, I'll let you guys know what trades I did. Honestly, right when the market opened, I took this trap, and I took this trap for 2 points here. This trap right here, this was on the 2000 tick chart, and literally when the market reopened, so the final candle printed right here, and right when the market opened, I saw this trap about to form, and right when it opened, I just threw my order in. It happened so quick, and was able to scalp out nicely right there. And the reason being is because when you see an uptrend like this, you're thinking new high, especially with a trap like this. You're thinking new high right here, trying to get after the break of trend here, thinking new high. I mean, obviously made way more than a new high. It made an entire trend upwards. But this is what I had here, pandas. Originally, my channel looked like this. I had this pivot low, and then started breaking above this channel. And then so I saw that it looked very symmetrical, as in the space between here, the space between here. So what I did, actually what you can do on this tool is I just raised this up and matched it to these pivot highs. I mean, you can just bring it here if you want, but I like to do it like this because for me this is a two-tier channel, and it might be hard for you to see, but there is a midline here on this channel, and on this midline basically is where the original line was. So I just moved the midline to hit the original spot, and so you can see here the two-tier channel. The two-tier channel gives us some nice opportunities here. One main thing is you can see the overshoot, and you're automatically thinking overshoot on the top side, overshoot on the bottom side. That's what you're thinking for some symmetry. The market loves to have symmetry, and so when it overshoots, and when you start to see these until the pullbacks forming, you're looking to enter somewhere around here. And so also I was able to trade this two-leg pullback. This one was a little too far from the 20 MA, that little teeny bit. I wanted to actually touch the 20 MA before going into this one. And the reason why I wanted to enter short here is because of the overshoot, expecting the overshoot on the other side. Came here and able to, again, scalp out couple points here. Well, that's what it is. And so I'm already up. I'm already up 13-12, and I can just chill for the rest of the day. Like, I'm done for the day. But hey, if the market is as volatile as it has been, pandas, there's gonna be some good opportunities today. Let's look at the 10K chart. 10K chart has a nice second entry short right here. A, B, C, and the second entry short already triggered an outside bar reversal, giving us a nice like 3 or 4 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4 points, 5 points actually. Let's see if this finishes off the point here after the bar is finished. As you can see, still, man, look at the 10K chart. These are perfect scalps. But these perfect scalps happen not even after second entry, so there's no traps actually. No traps. Since the market's been volatile, there's been no traps on the 10K chart. That means every single two-legged pullback has made a point. Let's just say the volatility started here on this drop. You can say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just looking at all the green, dark red, dark green numbers, so that's how I know all the second entries are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 second entries in a row that has made a point on the 10K chart. The odds are very nice. Just if you just entered every single second entry on the 10K chart, because it's so volatile, the moment the 10K breaks, right, to create the two-legged pullback, the market's so volatile, it's just giving us points like free candy. But still, for me, I am considering context. But I mean, if you have 34 points, I mean, what is that? 34, 5 contracts each. 253, 34. It's about 8,000, a little more than $8,000. $8,500. That's how much money you would have made if you just took every single second entry on the 10K chart. Just yesterday. That's yesterday and today in the overnight session. Maybe I should just make a automated strategy on super volatile days that just trades every single second entry on the 10K. See what happens. Because overnight, obviously, I'm not going to be staying up overnight just trading this. Good morning, pandas. Good morning. Make sure you scalp that like button. All right, gonna go over the chart from yesterday. Starting a little late here. Sorry about that, pandas. What was our big move? Was it this move here? No, the breakdown started here, overnight session. Sorry. 1 second, pandas. A little lost here. Where are we? Where did yesterday's downfall begin? This was like a 2 o'clock. Oh, here it is. Okay. That was very lost. I don't know why. The big downfall was right here. So many bars. I just didn't expect that many bars. It's just been so many bars since this tick chart is based on volume. There's just so many more bars printed. So many more opportunities, which is nice. I'm loving the volatility these days. So I ended the stream. Big downtrend. Started the stream here. Ended the stream around here. There we go. All right, where are some good opportunities here? All right. This trap was good. Did I take this trap? I took this trap, I believe, on stream. I took the outside bar reversal. I think I took this trap on stream because it's around 1040. Starting pretty much from here. Let's just start from 11 o'clock. what are some good opportunities here? We see break of trend, new low, kind of goes up a little bit here. And for me, like, you can't take any of these shorts here. Too confusing. You know, you're actually, like, I had this trend line, I had this channel drawn here, thinking spike in channel, thinking a couple more legs up, but then we started breaking down this channel. Didn't even last very long. And then we started to just go down. Unfortunately here, unless you're willing to take a couple traps here, you don't really have nice entry until right here. You have a two-legged pullback finally. And this is a strong downtrend. You can draw, how I would draw this if I saw this, when I saw this live, let's see. I mean, you're just kind of confused. You're thinking for a small pullback, but if you saw it develop, maybe you'd use this line here. Use this pivot to this pivot, and it actually does stay within this channel. This is a really tight, small pullback bear channel, and you do finally have a second entry short here. First break of trend, thinking new low, and when a new low, you actually get the scalp here, but the new low happens after one more push up. Finally, new low is created. Now you're thinking potential reversal, but super strong downtrend. I mean, the thing is, you're thinking about reversal here. So when you see a setup like this, you're thinking, man, look for the trap. And I mean, it's so close, like when it happens. I remember seeing this and expecting a trap here, but you have a two-legged pullback. A, B, C, and it comes all the way down, and you're thinking, because of these wicks, right, that might have trapped right here actually. Thinking potentially might have trapped right here, but because of the double bottom. But actually, if you're patient enough, you realize there's no trap here at all, and it kind of sputters around here, going sideways, in and out of the 20 EMA. So you goes above the 20 EMA. You're thinking, you know, if you had one tick lower here, then the potential trap trade up top, and the trap trade should go like this, but rather it slices through the EMA again. Slices through the EMA. So now we're going back and forth in the EMA. Not only that, trading range indicator already marking the trading range way back here, letting us know, right? Just the trading range indicator just helps you say this is potential chop area, because we're seeing jumbled up bars. When the bars start to jumble up, typically the price action is telling us that that is an area that the market is finding some sort of consolidation. Right? The market is already finding a couple, just 3-4 bars, right? Just 3 bars here. They're able to already see and detect that the market is starting to find an area of equilibrium. And so we see with these 3 bars, and you see this trading range actually lasts for a pretty long time, and then finally breaks down. And for me, I would not be able to trade this too tight. That trading range is way too small for me, and finally breaking down here. Again, no entries. Hard to find. I mean, unless you want to trade these traps far away from the 20 MA, you can do that if you're feeling, you know, especially because yesterday we really felt like it was a downtrend day today, or downtrend day yesterday. I drew this channel here. Man, again, this is tough. You know, like you're not, I mean, maybe this one, you're thinking potentially two-legged pullback here. But I personally do not trade after H4, L4 setups, because typically they'll act as reversal points, but that's a second entry here. I know some people on Discord took that, the two-legged pullback Discord, they took this second entry here. I skipped this one because you know, after H4, L4s, I've seen them fail so many times. And so it keeps going up, and then finally gets stopped out here and reverses. Again, nothing to trade here in my opinion. Very hard to trade that. I wouldn't be able to trade anything here. And they're coming down, and even with this huge channel created from this pivot to this pivot low, we break below it and we start to trade underneath it. Then we basically find a trading range for the rest of the day until the last push up. And on in the two-legged pullback Discord, I thought the breakout would happen here. I did feel the moment that this started happening that we're going to go up for the rest of the day. But I actually was premature here, and I took this trap trade and actually lost that trap. I took this trap trade here and lost this yesterday, which is unfortunate. But I actually did take this trade here after stream, and at a certain point I was up like $2,000 yesterday, and I took this trap here, thinking this two-legged pullback Pikachu trade was good, because when I started to see this breakup trend new low, right, failed trap here, as in this trap makes exactly 1 point at the bottom of trading range, I'm thinking we're gonna blast off. This is gonna be a big reversal point for us, and I was waiting for the trap, and that trap got me. It really got me, and I lost this trade yesterday. And then finally, after one more new low, it finally decides to do what I thought it was gonna do. And again, right premise, wrong timing means bad trade. And so exactly what happened. I thought it was going to happen here, right, with this failed trap here, and then a trap reversal trade with a new low here. Really thought I was going to get it right here, but as you can see, it wanted one more push down, one more new low right here, and then finally did its reversal. And it's unfortunate. I just could not catch. I thought it was going to happen here, ended up happening here, but it is what it is, So I had a decent big day yesterday. A 2K day until this trade, and basically lost like half of my winnings. So yesterday at the end was around a 1K day, and then I didn't catch any of this, or actually I did catch some of this. I actually was looking for the reversal here a couple times, and then not feeling convinced until finally I saw this happen. Let's see here. Market's about to open. Let's finish off here. I mean, there was so much going on yesterday. It's just hard to like. It's gonna take a little time to get over through this. Big drop right here. So typical what happens on these breakout areas. I actually took on the 10K chart. I was waiting on the 10K chart for the two-legged pullback. And this is a huge two-legged pullback, but it's a two-legged pullback A, B, C. When this happened, I actually was able to recover some of those, that one loss I had with the fake out reversal. And I was able to scalp out here and also scalp out here. So these are two scalps I took off stream as well. That happened really late in the day, especially this one. This happened really late in the day. Actually happened after like the close, after 4 p.m. Eastern time. But I just kept this trade in and swung these two for a little bit. End of the day, pretty green. But hey, today's a new day, pandas. Let's go for pre-market analysis here. We do have breakup trend now and the new high, really big new high, and overshoot. And now we're breaking to the downside here. I'm waiting for this setup right here. I'm looking for a trap trade on the 10K chart, and it's just most likely not going to happen because every single two-legged pullback on the 10K has been successful for a two-legged pullback. But we do have a potential trap trade here underneath the 20 MA now, and you can say this is breakup trend right here, strong, right? Push up, breakup trend, and now we're looking for a reversal trade here underneath the 20 MA. Let's see if we get it. I'm going to take the trap here. I'm not going to take this actual two-legged pullback. I'm just take the trap here. I'm waiting for that. Market's about to open in 4 minutes. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. It's going to be, wow, it's very even across the board. Sorry, a lot of talking here, pandas, as you guys are rolling in. Welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Money. Hey, let's get to 100 likes. Let's scalp 100 likes before we before the market opens at 9:30. Can we get there, pandas? Let's get to 100 likes. Make sure you drop a GM and a location in the chat. For those who are just rolling in, welcome to my stream. I'm the only live streaming panda who scalps the E-mini futures. I trade only one single instrument, the two-legged pull, or one single instrument, the E-mini, the biggest, baddest, most liquidable market in the world, S&P 500 futures. Trading range indicator actually showing its bottom trading range. Very interesting. Let's see if we get the trap trade here, pandas. I'm eyeing the 10K chart. The 2000 tick chart actually has breakup trend, potential reversal trade up here. So maybe reversal on the 2K chart to go up actually, because breakup trend possible. We did create the second entry long here underneath the 20 MA, and it's just the 10K. It's been so good. Most likely will make a point, but if it doesn't make a point, I'll be ready here with a trap on the trap trade. Just waiting here, pandas. It makes on the 50s. It will make a perfect scalp. Let's move this here. It's kind of in the way. I trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Try to keep things simple as possible. Two-legged pullback is a pattern that looks like this. First pullback, first entry, second pullback, second entry. Or like this. After two legs down or up, we'd like to enter the second entry right here. Potential trap trade here, pandas. Like to enter second entry. In the right context, this is a greater 90% probability to make 1 point on the E-mini. With about 1 minute 26 seconds on this candle here. If you'd like more information about the setup, check out the description below. There are playlists going over it. Also, I trade pure price action. I don't have any other indicators other than indicators that help us with price action. 20 EMA, 240 SMA, and also the trading range indicator that uses price action to detect automatically trading ranges, and also the two-legged pullback indicator that helps us find two-legged pullbacks automatically counts all legs for us and gives us with simple color code second entries. If you like more information about the indicator, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Eyeing this trap here, but pandas, I really doubt. I mean, the 10K has just been, every single second entry has been good, so I really doubt it's going to trap out. But I'll be waiting here. This is a trap. Perfect scalp at 50. Makes a perfect scalp, absolute scalp. So again, the 10K is too smooth, too good. 10K has been too good these days. Every single second entry on the 10K still has scalped out at least 1 point. Welcome to the stream, pandas. Market just opened. Let's go, baby. Hey, let's find the best setups possible, pandas. If you had a bad day yesterday, reset that mental capital. Today's a new day. Let's find the setups. By the way, I do this absolutely for free, so it does help a lot if you scalp that like button and also subscribe. If you want to help the morning coffee, you guys can become members simply by pressing the join button. Some people will consider this a trap trade, actually, and they would enter short. That's why you see that burst downwards because of that. We're sticking here. We're sticking to the 2K chart here, pandas. Quick look at the daily. This is our daily currently. Big push down, overshoot to the other side. Let's see what happens. This was the big mama trap right now, and this trap here, I said when this trap triggered, right, my actions spoke louder than my words because I had 5 contracts trying to scalp out 10 points under this low here. Ended up only scalping 2 points because of the way I managed my trade. But at the end, that, obviously 100-point trade right here. 100 points on that trap. I put my money where my mouth is. By the way, trade at your own risk. Do not copy my trades. I am a panda. Would you copy a panda if you saw one in real life? I don't think so. We do have breakup trend, new low, but because we're pushing down again where we should have reversed here, you're thinking new downtrend. Downtrend continuing. Right, spike in channel currently. The channel breaks here. Goes sideways, goes down, makes another new low. Make another new low here. Strong bear bar on the 10K chart, ending near its low. I wouldn't be surprised if we're downtrend the rest of the day today. It's hard to say. I think the market is going to be tricky, and it's going to maybe float around here for a little bit, go sideways until another push down. I think it can go sideways, and then it's going to make another leg down. Again, my target is this horizontal line, this filling this gap here, and that seems like a huge move, but I'm not the only one who thinks that. Al Brooks is actually, I'm in line with Al Brooks, and like I said yesterday, we saw that level independently. We both saw that level independently. He thinks it's going to go down at that level as well. Sorry, Pandas. Just pulling this up here. You can see here, this is Al Brooks's. You can go to this website. It's just brookstradingcourse.com, and he posts for free. I mean, if you're not reading these things every day, I think you're missing out big things in terms of price action. But he does things like this where he would post the daily charts, and he does analysis on almost every single time frame that's important for us. And you can see here in this chart, he maps out similar channel as me, and he marks here the level, right? The April 2nd high at the bottom gap above 4,000, big round number, 12% down from September 2 high, and he thinks that it can potentially come all the way down here to this level here, and that's a 12% drop on the E-mini. So I want to show you that Al Brooks also thinks that could be possible, the same level as mine. All right, so we do have breakup trend right here, new low, two new lows. Now we have a strong push up here, Pandas. Potential trap trade to the long side. I'll be looking for that if we get it. Not sure if we're gonna get it though. The 10K now, the 220 EMA is blocking. It's over right above it. The first 5-minute candle is a pretty strong bear candle. Right, this is the 5-minute candle. First 5-minute, second 5-minute candle. Actually, the first 5-minute candle. Sorry, and it's a pretty strong bear bar, but no follow through. So it looks more like a trading range type day. Or potential trend, but right now, no follow through. It's just inside bar at the moment. Potential trap trade here, Pandas. I'll take the trap to the long side, but also you gotta notice the 10K chart. The 20 EMA is right above it, blocking it. So scary to take this trap even, in my opinion, because of that resistance right above it. But this is the setup that we look for when we want to go counter trend. So this is quote unquote counter trend, but we're trying to think actually this is the beginning of the trend on a big reversal. Potential trap trade here. I'll take this trap trade. I'm interested in this one. Am I interested in this one? Too slow. I think it's already gonna make its move. Sitting on my pause, mainly because of 10K chart, and I might be overthinking it, but 10K chart 20 EMA is right above it. So I'm gonna sit on my pause on that guy. And good thing I did, because it's very disappointing at the moment. Sitting on my pause here still. It could still make the point. But sitting on my pause, I may take this reversal here. We're above the 20 MA. 1, 2, 3 pushes up. I actually will take, right, if this traps again to the long side, alright, it's about to make a point. Makes a point. Okay. Just took a while. But that was a little scary. But that trap trade does make a point. And I was also scared because of the 10K chart. 20 EMA was blocking it. I wasn't sure if I had enough juice to get above it. You can see on the 5-minute chart, big bear bar, but big bull bar. This bear bar means nothing now. This big bull bar, right, these two bars giving us more information than just this. Right, if we had just this, we're thinking strong downtrend. But now we see this, 2 bars. Now we're thinking, trading range, possibly reversal here. We do have a nice major trend reversal coming off of that trap there. I was a little too hesitant, a little too scared, a little too much analysis paralysis. I had my reasons. When you see a big move like this, right, MTR looking like it's kind of successful, confirmed with a strong breakout like this, you're not really looking to go short anymore. You're looking for a long trade. Preferably a 2-legged pullback would be nice, right? To the 20 EMA. That'd be very nice if you can get it. Let's see what happens here. Some can see this as a measure move, potentially already finishing its perfect measure move to the tick. Some people think this move might be done because the measure move has already been accomplished. We already reached our measure move here. So we do have a measure move that was hit, and I would not go short there. And for those who went short there, I'm actually pretty surprised. But man, when we see strong bear bars like this, you gotta be careful. You gotta read this price action. And when you read this price action, kind of scary to go long when you have this many bear bars in a row right now. And the 5-minute looked like it's about to burst and reverse, but it actually closes beneath the 20 MA on the 5-minute. The 10K chart still looks like it's deciding what to do. Like I won't go long anymore. When you see this many strong bear bars in a row, it's very scary to go long against that. Even if you have a 2-legged pullback. You gotta just read the price action here, and it's a little scary. Even if 2-legged pullback forms here, I'll be a little hesitant to go into that. But the first leg is strong, making us think maybe this is another reversal, right? It just wanted to hit that measure move down here to up here, and copy paste, and get to the bottom of the consolidation to the top. We see we hit to the tick, and it starts to reverse here. And man, looking at the 5-minute chart again. Woo! No follow throughs on these bars. Big bear bar, no follow through. Big bull bar, no follow through. Now we're no follow through again. Looking like a trading range type day. Market is confused. Market is confused. Hence, I am confused. Very hard to trade that. I mean, you could take that MTR here. I wouldn't beat you up for that. I was considering it, but even when that trap hit, it reacted very disappointingly. And I did not like that. But we broke the high here, so we made a new high. So let's see if we get a higher low here. I'm not sure what's going to happen, pandas. Sitting on my pause, no setups. Pandas, welcome to the stream. Make sure you scalp that like button. Glad that you guys can join us. Let me say good morning to a couple more of you guys. Especially my pandas, I want to say good morning to Steve Y, welcome back. Phil W from Toronto. Ralph Guns from Atlanta. A couple of Atlanteans here. Kirk Reed, welcome from Cincinnati. Welcome back. Yeah, sorry, I had a quick pause, but I had to pull up the website, and yeah, it's kind of hard to do that, on stream, just like ad lib. But yeah, drop some GMs in the chat if you haven't done so. Good evenings, good mornings. Give me a location if you feel okay doing so. But we have two on the 5-minute chart. Very hard to tell what's going to happen. We're still under the 20 MA in the 5-minute. Right, the 5-minute. Also, if you want to know what time chart I'm on, top right of the screen, you can see, which chart I'm looking at. Top right of your screen. I might as well just put the whole capture also for the instrument. We had a trading range, right, marked by the trading range indicator. Still valid here. Lower high setup on the trading range indicator. Gives us more than a point here already. Absolutely incredible. I mean, Pandas, what are you thinking here? I mean, are you thinking to take this two-legged pullback? Under the 20 EMA now? No, I'm not. I'm sure not, right? This many bear bars in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bear bars in a row. I mean, you're thinking about this two-legged pullback now. You're thinking about the Pikachu trap trade. Let's see if we get that. I mean, I'm thinking to go short rather than long at this point. Strong bear leg like this. Coming below the 20 MA. Right, above, on top of the trading range. The top of the trading range. Looking for a reversal, the top of the trading range. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range. That's what I'm thinking. Especially on the 5-minute when you see 3 overlapping bars like this. You're thinking trading range. So I'm not taking this long. Pandas, you can take it. But I'm going to skip this second entry long. I'm going to look for the trap trade here to go short to the bottom of this trading range. Let's see if we get that, Pandas. I'm going to wait patiently here. Currently, I'm going to attach this to the indicator here. So it's going to move automatically. I don't have to time it. It's going to time it for me. Right now, okay, it's gone. So I'm not looking for that anymore. Right, that trap is gone. And let's see if we get a good signal bar here. If we get a good signal bar here, I might consider going short here. So for those who took that two-legged pullback, congrats. A, B, C. Strong bear bar or bull bar ending on its high now. Right, confirmation that this uptrend might continue. We shall see. Might be looking for a new high. Break a trend, new high, then another reversal. At this point now, you're thinking, you're looking for reversal. So that is a good setup now. I wouldn't actually beat you up if you actually took the short here, but typically you want 2 legs up, A, B, C, for that new high. Strong bull bars ending near its high. Remember, Pandas, on the 10K chart, we are in the trading range, bottom of the trading range. Could come back to the top of the trading range. The 5-minute as well, showing very similar trading range. It's a little lower, but the trading range here on the 5-minute, come back to the top. Could hit it, but we are in reversal town. Looking for potential MTR to go back down. Preferably maybe at the top of the trading range, that'd be nice, right? Because context matters. Steve McCain, member for 4 months. Thank you so much for your continual support. Pandas, I'm still waiting for a panda that has a second entry in their badge. No one has a second entry yet. Everyone has two-legged, like a lot of people have two-legged pullbacks, but no one has a second entry yet. I wouldn't beat you up actually if you took this short. That's how incredible. If you want to get really early, but I'm gonna skip it. But I could see the case of why you would want to go short here. But I'm skipping it for obvious reasons. I want one more push up. And also, I mean, the setup is this, right? It's as simple as this. And this is all we're looking for. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. But this is a two-legged pullback to the 20 EMA, creating a trap perfectly under the 20 EMA. We want something like that. And that's a trade we want to go. So this is why you don't take, that's a risky trade. That's why I skipped it. But I can see why you would want to take that. Let's just say. Because you want to get early in that reversal, and we're looking for reversal now. breaker trend, strong breaker trend actually, right? This minor reversal, strong breaker trend, creating a moving average gap here, making me think the next reversal might be strong. But like I said, 2 legs up for that new high. So what we're getting here, this is a higher probable trade than this one. Again, I wouldn't beat you up if you took this one to go short. But I'm skipping this one. I'm only trading this setup right now that I'm looking for. A second entry, a failed second entry long. This is the setup I'm looking for. I'm going to enter here. And if this setup does happen, then what we're going to do is we're going to look for two-legged pullbacks, just like what happened here. Exact same thing. We're trying to find this setup, that exact same thing that happened here. Let me show you. So we had breaker trend, new low, and so this is why we're not looking for short anymore. A, B, C, fail second entry, short, long. Now we're seeing, okay, now we're in the uptrend. So now this, we were looking for a two-legged pullback to enter in, but for me this was just too far down, too many bear bars in a row. So I didn't want to take that one, consider the immediate context, also potential trading range. And so I didn't take this long. But again, this is why people did take this long, because they were just waiting for a second entry long to enter in after this reversal happened, and creating the new high. So we're looking for the exact same setup to the other side, and we're just waiting for it to happen. Let's see if we get it. New high has been made with two legs up. So if you go short here, good chance to make a point, in my opinion. Good chance to make a point, maybe 80% chance to make a point here. I want greater than 90% though, right? This trade I'm looking for here, greater than 90% probability to make a point. You see how it snaps down like that? That means people were ready to enter that trade. When it skips 2 ticks, if it goes down 2 ticks, people were loaded up there to take that short. People were definitely loaded up. Potential H4 setup or L4 setup here. Higher chance to make this point than this point. Still waiting for my setup though. Potential L4 setup. Not sure if we're going to get it. I would say uptrend day today if I didn't consider the context. The context showing me trading range, maybe still bull trend day today or bear trend day today. I'm thinking maybe reversal at the top of this trading range, but we shall see. Potential trap here, potential L4 setup. I might take this L4 because we already made a new low, right, to the new high. Looking for the L4. L4 never doesn't trigger, it actually gives you your point right there already. So kudos to those who took that short. Very, I mean, in my opinion, not bad of a trade, actually, because of the two new legs up, right? The new high, 2 legs up for the new high. Good signal bar, also, in my opinion. Looking for my setup here, pandas. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute. Strong bull bar on the 10K. No follow through. Let's see if we get this set up, pandas. This would be a very big trick if it gives us a trap here. I'd like to be under 20 May though. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button for those who are just joining. Drop a GM also in the chat if you're just joining. Good morning, Steve T. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Divinus, Divines, Vinny. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we get our setup here, pandas. I would very much like that. You're asking for a lot of price action here. Potential spike in channel as well, though. So you must consider that, in my opinion. Right? Potential spike in channel here. Just waiting for my setup, though. Pandas, however, said, I appreciate you guys. I do appreciate the community here. I think I have the best community on YouTube, to be honest. That's no cap for me. It's the community here. I think is great. The energy that you guys have, the positivity, it's just amazing. Every once in a while you get a hater, but the amount of good that comes out of the community, you know, far outweighs all the haters out there. Let's see what happens here, pandas. I mean, we're above the 20 EMA, and this is like, you know, when you're looking at this, you're like, man, I want to find the second entry long here. We need to be a little lower, in my opinion. We're still above the 20 EMA pretty strongly. Almost triggers that second entry short. There's actually a second entry short here. Skipping that right above the 20 EMA. Too risky. Let's see if we get a trap trade here, pandas. I'm looking for a failed second entry long at the moment. Let's see if we get it though. I'd like it to break underneath. Okay. The location's not too bad. Strong push down. Let's see if we get the trap trade here, pandas. I will be going into a trap trade here if it does trigger. If we get the setup that I'm looking for. Some people want this second entry long, right? Some people seeing this, they want the second entry long. Why do I have a feeling the market's gonna be stingy and not give us this trap trade? It might give us a double top. That's what I'm thinking. Right? Sometimes the market's just stingy. It doesn't give us the actual setup we want. Breaking down now a little bit more. Even more reason to take the trap if we do get it. If it goes down too far, then maybe not, right? It can't be too far from the 20 EMA. Otherwise, you know, the 20 EMA often acts as like a magnet for the market. Just breaking down now. The market's being stingy. Doesn't even give us our second entry or failed second entry long. It's just breaking down immediately. Unfortunate. That's unfortunate. 10K. Another two-legged pullback on the 10K. Successful for a scalp. I'm about to just take every single. I'm about to take every single second entry on a 10K, regardless of context, just because of the statistics at the moment. Potential trap trade here, pandas. Doesn't give us a second entry long here. We need to fail second entry long. Could potentially give it to us now. Okay, it does pop up. Does it give us a trap? I'll be loaded up here with my entry here. Perfect scalp made. I'll take the perfect scalp still. Perfect scalp. I'll take the perfect scalp trap. I'll consider that. I don't mind the perfect scalp trap. I'll take the perfect scalp trap here. It's still a trap. The reason why it's a perfect scalp trap is because it went exactly 5 ticks up, showing that there's potential trap traders here still. But the context is so good, I'm willing to take this perfect scalp trap. It's not a thing is you don't know the strength of this trap because there might be some people who got filled and who are out now. So you don't have as many people as you would with a magenta box. Okay, absolute scalp made. Did not get our setup, pandas, unfortunately. And it is what it is. You know, you have to just trade the setup, and we didn't get the setup we wanted. All right, new high, breaking below 20 May, looking for that trap trade, and didn't give it to us. So it's all good. We skip it. There's nothing to skip actually because it never happened. So we don't have, you know, we didn't have the setup, so it is what it is. It is what it is, pandas. Now, this quote-unquote, this could be a trap trade for some. Just people thinking, you know, we're going to reverse here. I mean, if this does have a strong push down, which is fine, you know, we can find our two-legged pullback. And this is our entry now. If we start to see strong bear bars in a row, you know, showing us confirmed breakdown, then we can look for a two-legged pullback now. So that's what I've been looking for, a two-legged pullback at the moment. So now I'm getting convinced now. So I wish that happened without this actually making a point, because this made a point. I missed this trade, or quote-unquote missed it. Nothing to miss. It wasn't really there. Can't miss something that doesn't exist. But this is what I was looking for, right? This push down with a trap. but it actually happened after scalped out. You know, actually 2 points, scalped out 2 points. Maybe the market is trying to scalp out 2 points these days. But potential trap trade down here, might be interested. I'd rather wait for the two-legged pullback. That'd be a better setup in my opinion. Two-legged pullback to the 20 MA is the better setup. But I'm thinking this could be the reversal here for the rest of the day, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a down bear trend day today. But the market is tricky. It's going to try to trick you, and that big move up at the end of the yesterday, people are thinking, okay, that's it. That's the end of the bear market, but that's exactly what the market's trying to do to us. Trying to trick us here. I'm going to keep an eye on the two-legged pullbacks on the 10K chart. The reason being is because every single two-legged pullback has been successful for a point. Actually putting an alert on two-legged pullbacks on the 10K chart, because I might just take the next one just willy-nilly. Statistically, it's just you're more likely to make a point. Incredible, does not give us any entries here, pandas. This is so unfortunate that we didn't get the trap trade here. I'm actually kind of upset about that, but it is what it is. Oh, that's the setup I was looking for, but our next setup, simply two-legged pullback back to the 20 MA. That's what we're looking for now. Let's see if we get it. I'm not sure if we're going to get it though, pandas. It might take a while. It's just strong bear bars in a row. Okay, we have a small pullback here. Small pullback, doesn't even break the previous candle's high, so we're still in this pullback. I'm thinking I'm thinking this is the reversal of the day, and we're gonna have a downtrend day today. I have a really strong bearish bias at the moment, so that's what I'm thinking. But we shall see. Let every single candle give you new information, what you need to know. We are bouncing off here, and this is a decent spot to look for a reversal. Looking for a double bottom here. Trap trade potentially here. Oh, how strong do I think this downtrend is right now? I might be interested here, but we're also on the 240 SMA. So I'm going to sit on my pause here and not take this even if it triggers. Regardless, doesn't matter. Doesn't even happen. We do have a two-legged pullback here, potentially forming, which I would like if we can get it. I'm thinking downtrend now until otherwise. Potential two-legged pullback forming here. Big push down. It might want to give us first entries. Absolutely incredible. The 5-minute chart giving us a nice trading range on the trading range indicator. Right. Coming back to the bottom, bouncing up here on the 5-minute chart. 10K chart, perfect touch on the bottom of the indicator. First entry. Let's see if we get the second entry, pandas. Looking for a two-legged pullback now. Unfortunately, it seems like the market's not going to give us our second entry. It seems like it's going to only give us first entries. Well, I spoke too soon. Let's see if we get the second entry here, pandas. I like a second entry short here. Just like here. Almost exact same pattern of what we saw coming up like this, right? With that reversal pattern, another reversal pattern here. But I'm not sure if the market's going to be nice enough to give us our second entry. Like I said, market's going to be stingy, only giving us first entries here. If it breaks this low, we lose our second entry, or we lose our two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback most likely going to be gone. It's going to make a new low. And that's the name of the game, pandas. This is most likely not going to even give us our second entry. Just being so stingy. Stingy market here. Oh, we're still in town. We're still in two-legged pullback town, pandas. Second entry short, potentially. Let's see if we get it. Now we're kind of far from the 20 MA, which is a bummer. Pandas pop up. Doesn't even give us our second entry. Coming back down. Is it going to give us our second? I mean, is it going to give our two-legged pullback? Two-legged pullback. It is gone. The market is being stingy. No setups. Pandas. Sorry. No setups, but we're waiting for our setups. That's the thing. When you have a setup, you got to wait for it. In the right context, too, as well. We are in a downtrend. Unfortunately, pandas, no setups. Just waiting. Bulls want a reversal here, double bottom. Bears want a continuation of this downtrend. Uriel Cohen asks, would you please show us how to enter alert to 10,000 tick chart? Thanks. Again, no entries here. Not even a trap trade. But we're finding some support here. I don't think it's going to last very long, in my opinion. Just go to the indicator settings by pressing either Control I or clicking the indicator icon on the top. And there's a setting that tells you the alerts for the indicator, and the alerts are let's see here. You can click on upcoming two-legged pullbacks, and make sure you click that. Check that box. And once you check it, it gives you a couple more settings. You can choose what alert sound you want. Make sure you also specify how many points away you want the alert to give you. So right now mine's set to 3 points on the 10K chart. Once the two-legged pullback is, or second entry is 2 points away, the alert will automatically go off. Absolutely incredible here. Very strong support, and I'm not looking to go short into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I bet you on the 10K chart, look at this, bottom of the trading range, 10K chart. Price action's king here. We're seeing that this line is pretty much the bottom of the trading range on the 10K chart. Strong reversal here. It does create an outside bar reversal, so technically this would be a two-legged pullback if it breaks the previous candle's low. Right, it did it all in one spot. All in one candle. It actually created the two-legged pullback. A, B, C? Sorry. A, B, C. Ooh, okay. Now that's a technical two-legged pullback. First two-legged pullback forming here, but look at how much support there is right now. I'm not looking to go short into this when you have this many failed breakdowns. I'm just going to sit on my pause here. Let's see what happens. Had a hard time breaking beneath here. Strong bear bar currently. Skipping this trade actually, but I'm feeling the same feelings I had here, where I thought it was too low for me to go long. Broke underneath the 20 MA. Here I'm feeling something similar. The support's too strong here, not making me want to take this short here. Sitting on my pause, but it seems like most likely it will give you a point here. Gives you a point easily. Same feeling as here, and this might give us another leg down. Exact same feeling I had here. Another leg down, measure move. Looking for a measure move now. Measure move down to here. Breaks below, closes below the previous support. Strong push down. Exact same feeling I had here, pandas. I had my reservations here. Same reservations here. Right, strong support. Didn't want to trade into that. But it is what it is, right? We have first break of trend. Now we're looking for another new low, which what we got here. Unfortunately, pandas, I'm being a little hesitant here just because when I read this price action, I have to read it with the current context, and it is what it is. And I missed that two-legged pullback here. Good signal bar. But I'd rather skip these trades, in my opinion. In the long term, it will work out for me. And it has so far. It just simply has. The alert should have sounded on the 10K. It does trigger. And it makes a point on the 10K chart. 10K chart, oh, this two-legged pullback. Oh, okay, never mind. No two-legged pullback. Sorry, that was a two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback's actually forming here. Looking for the measure move now. Top of the move down before the consolidation. Highest point of the consolidation. We move the measure move there. This is our target. Let's see if it hits it. New low being made from this low. Okay, interesting. I'm about to just take the 10K two-legged pullback just because. Once it forms, I might just take it. Just statistically, it's just such a high chance to make a point. The last like 38 had made a point. Probably the 39th will make a point. Have an eye on the 10K chart as well. Sitting on my pause. We do have a two-legged pullback here, pandas. A, B, C. Again, this is another point where you would look for a major trend reversal. Absolutely incredible. Let's see if we reach our measure move. I wouldn't beat you up if you took this trade here to go long, right? Because you're looking for two legs down. I mean, you like it in a better context. You like it to actually hit the measure move before going long. Because typically measure moves are magnets, right? This is why you don't trade against measure moves. You don't trade against support resistance levels. Terrible signal bar. Wouldn't be interested at all in that trade. But it is a two-legged pullback, and so what we're looking for now is actually a slight reversal here. Right, break of trend. Break of trend. I'll draw it out. Measure move almost being hit here. Actually, do you even consider this a break of trend? Because you have this set up like this. So you might not even consider this a break of trend yet. You might say actually it's a test of the trend line. Absolutely incredible. Didn't even see that. If you're being honest here with our trend lines, if we're being honest, it looks something more like this. Hit the measure move. Breaking down now. I wouldn't be surprised if we have a bear trend day today, to be honest. All day reversal on the daily. It looked like it was going to be a strong bull bar. Absolutely not. I wouldn't beat you up taking this long, but I wouldn't take it, skipping it. In fact, I'll look for a short trade here if I could. If you look at the 5-minute chart, when you see a 5-minute chart that looks like this, a candle that looks like this on the 5-minute, you're not looking to trade against that. You're looking for follow through on the 5-minute. So I'm not going to trade against it. Even though you make a perfect scalp there. Perfect scalp for those who went long here. Looks like an absolute scalp about to be made. Absolute scalp being made, but that is gutsy in my opinion to trade. But that was a measure move with a two-legged pullback. But I'm looking for 90% probability on my trades. That to me was more like an 80% probability. Maybe 70%. 70 to 80% probability in my mind of making that point. Because of how strong the bear bar was on the 5-minute. Pandas, we got a two-legged pullback forming on the 10K chart. Potentially. I almost want to just keep an order on the 10K right now. On the next two-legged pullback. Just because it's just been so good. I want to see this measure move breaks. I think it's going to break down here. Again, no entries. We have no entries whatsoever. First entry. First entry makes a point here. Market's being very stingy to us today. It's very unfortunate in my opinion. Xiao Zhuan with a 10-point runner. Let's go, baby. Congrats. Hey, let me go over some of this. Looks like the chat is making more money than me. Do I not have the frequently asked questions anymore? The first entry is just too strong. The downtrend is too strong, pandas. And that's unfortunate, right? Like, if I had this short here, I would have been, you know, you could have a potential runner here, but it just didn't trap, which is unfortunate. But still, major trend reversal, two-legged pullback, back to 20 May. Sitting on my pause here, no trades, no setups. Absolutely incredible. Andrew Gibson got the broads in Atlanta. Twist and dope mean Fanta. Going over some of your chats. It does seem like you guys are making way more money than me today. Yeah, unfortunately, most of my my profits today have been on the overnight session, just because the market, even the overnight, the sense of volatility is so good. It's like the overnight session feels like the regular session before the volatility hit. And that's how nice the volatility is right now. No trades here. We do have a trap trade here if you are aggressive here. Too far from the 20 MA, but you can take this trap trade here. Right, we are below the channel now, making me think we're coming back up into it. So being below the channel like this makes me not want to enter this trap trade. It does make a point going upwards anyways. Actually nice, because very little traps actually on the 2K chart. Just one trap here. Measure move was disregarded. In my opinion, that is evidence or signs that we're going to keep going downwards. We do have an overshoot here. You might consider an overshoot to the other side. 10K, guess what? Two-legged pullback, 10K, just happened. 10K chart, two-legged pullback, most likely will make a point. Even though it looks terrible signal bar, most likely will still make a point. Let's see if it makes a point on the 10K chart. We can see it from here. It's going to be on the 50s. So if it hits the 50s, guess what, pandas? 10K, terrible signal bar. Context was terrible as well. It just doesn't matter. The 10K made a point. The 10K is a beast right now. It doesn't matter. It just will always make a point. Scruffy, let's go, baby. Made a point on that. I was too scared. Actually, very crazy because a 5 minute. I mean, when it looks like this, you're expecting follow through. The fact there's no follow through right now, this is making me reconsider how strong this downtrend is at the moment. Ooh, touched my trend line again. Bounced right off of it. Definitely not taking that trade though. Overshoot to this side, thinking overshoot to the other side. That's what we're thinking right now. No overshoot yet. Just a test. Justin asks, bye, have you ever run 10K on the automated strategies? I have. You know what? I'm gonna actually make some videos for you guys running some 10K trades, and I'll post up maybe like 2 or 3 videos of just like running through the entire 912 or sorry the 921 contract, just to see you know, the results of that. I'll run a couple for you guys. I'm actually curious myself. If I just run a simple two-legged pullback, and I might do an adjustment on the signal bars. You know, the signal bar, I might do a couple, right? I might adjust it with the signal bar. I might adjust it, you know, just 4 points. We'll see. The nice thing about automated strategies, you can literally, if you can conjure it up, if you can think about it, you can make it. Because it's based off of C# programming language. So you can, if you can program it, I mean, you can think about it, you can most likely program it. As long as you can, you know, have specific ways to implement whatever you're thinking about. Like, you can't just say, oh, bull trend, go long, you know, until they get pullbacks. You have to technically define a bull trend to the automated strategy. And that's what people have a hard time technically defining it. Some people can say if these two moving averages are above each other, you know, or if this moving average is above this moving average, and this is considered uptrend, only take, you know, two-legged pullbacks with that criteria. Now, some people make strategies like that. It just depends on you. Do have a two-legged pullback to the downside here, forming. The measure move is acting as a support resistance. I think this two-legged pullback will make a point here, because still the strong 5-minute bear bar I'm looking at, I'm thinking there's still follow through, potential follow through, at least a little follow through. Thinking one more leg down on that 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, strong bear bar ending on its low. You're thinking one more leg down on the 5-minute. But also bounce off perfectly at the top of my channel here. You know, I probably adjust it like this now, update it to have these pivot lows included now. Technically here. It's a wonky looking two-legged pullback, but it is a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. Wonky looking two-legged pullback, but it's there. Scott Herbert asks, does anyone know how to find a multi-line Keltner channel? I think it might be one of the standard ones on NinjaTrader. Ooh, two-legged pullback. Oh, I was reading chats, but that was a nice two-legged pullback. Actually, that was a good trade right there, in my opinion. Good scalp. Right off the key area, lower high setup. That's not a bad scalp right there. I was just reading the chat. I wasn't paying attention. It happened so quick. I would not take this two-legged pullback here. Going right into this resistance. That's why I don't take that two-legged pullback. Right? When this trend line is acting as a resistance level at the moment. I might take this trap trade here to the downside. Another push down. Potentially create an outside bar reversal. I don't like outside bar reversals. That's for sure. We're getting multiple hits off this trend line at the moment. 415 more. I consider going short here if we get this trap. I'll take this trap trade if we get it. I might be regretting it, but I'll take it if we get it. Small risk, in my opinion. Good bounces off the 20 EMA here, and also this trend line. Not looking to go long into it, looking to trade off of this trend line here. In this trade, could be a mistake here though. It's all good, pandas. It is what it is. Might get too choppy, but I'm thinking we can come back to the bottom of the channel here. But the risks, 3-point risk, 3.5 points. Might have made a mistake here, Pandas, but it's all good. Stick to the plan. I mean, I saw it bouncing off here, the trap trade off this trend line, and I thought that that would be a nice entry here for us. Let's go, baby! Easy peasy, easy money. Gotta respect the trend lines. Gotta respect price action. You know, that's why I didn't go long here into that. In fact, I was looking for the trap trade to the downside, which ends up being a Pikachu trade. Easy peasy, easy money. First setup of the day. I mean, I actually would have taken this one if I was paying attention, but I'd take the second one as well. Downtrend will most likely continue. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. 5 minute, you're thinking new leg, you know, one more leg down anyways. That's what I'm thinking. So that's why I think this downtrend is not done, because the 5 minute, the higher time frames is not done, right? This 5 minute needs to make one more leg down, which is what it's doing at the moment. But you're thinking it's gonna make a new low, but we'll see. Sorry, you can't put that many exclamation marks. If you're putting a bunch of exclamation marks, I might take off down the Nightbot, because I know you guys want to congratulate, you know, with a lot of exclamation marks. Let's go, baby. Feeling the love, feeling the love. Let's go. Hope you guys were able to enter that. If you like the setup, you gotta take it, and you gotta be willing to lose whatever you're willing to risk. You have to be willing to lose it. If you're not willing to lose it, you're trading too big. You're trading way too big. You have to be willing to lose whatever you risk. Brock got 4 points off that trade. That's very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful trade for 4 points. The 5 minute, we do make the second leg down, which I thought was going to happen after a strong bear bar ending near low. You're thinking one more leg down, breaking the previous low. That's what you're thinking. This move could be done, but typically there's a little more symmetry than this, but who knows? You know, typically you'd think a little further down than this, right, because of the strength of this bar. But technically the move is done. The price action move is done. We have 2 legs down. A, B, C. Obviously, 2 legs down here. The move is done. The 10K chart about to potentially make another 2-leg pullback here. I'm going to skip this one because I don't like the context. I mean, I'm thinking we're in downtrend. I'm not trying to go long. But, I mean, every single 2-leg pullback on the 10K has just been easy scalps. Just skipping it, though. I mean, that's not the strategy we're trying to trade here. We're not just trying to trade every single 10K 2-leg pullback. And I know for a fact that is a losing strategy in the long term. You cannot always do that. Just currently right now with this volatility, it's giving us nice results. But I know for a fact you cannot do that all the time. You cannot. I mean, there's plenty of times to 10K traps. It's just right now, it's just incredible how long it's been, this winning streak. H4 setup actually here. Outside bar reversal, no thank you. Make sure the count is right, reloaded script. Okay, we're good. Pandas, let's get to 100. Let's count to 100 likes at least. I would love to see 200 likes. Man, should I do a whiskey challenge, 200 likes? I just feel like the moment I do it, it's going to be too easy for you guys. You guys need a harder challenge. Let's see this. Let's have some fun. trap to the downside. You could take that. 250 likes. If you guys can scalp 250 likes on this stream, whiskey challenge. Whiskey challenge. H4 setup. Not looking to go short against the H4. In my opinion, we are on a downtrend. I think we're going to be... Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to go long here. It isn't H4, actually bottom of the trading range, but still I'm not trying to go long here. I'm sitting on my pause. I just think we're in a strong downtrend. We could be downtrend the rest of the day. Does make a point on the H4 setup. The power of the H4. You guys hit 100 likes like instantly the moment I put this whiskey challenge out. You guys are terrible. I take it all back. I have the worst community ever. You guys just want to see me drink. You guys don't care anything about anything else. It is so clear to me now. The only reason why you guys joined the stream is to watch this panda drink. Very clear to me. The thing is, the haters never come to refute the drinking. They hate the trading, but they never hate the drinking. No one's ever hated the drinking. 10K chart pandas. What did I say? 10K makes another scalp on the two-legged pullback. How many is that in a row? That's like 40 in a row. 40 trades in a row. That's $10,000. 10K. $10,000. $100,000 likes. If I get 100,000 subscribers, I may do a face reveal. At 100,000 subscribers, I might do face reveal. Who knows if I even last that long, but 100,000 subscribers, face reveal. I might take that back. I really, I really treasure my privacy. I really do. I value my privacy a lot. 121 likes, not even close to the whiskey challenge. I'm not afraid at all. But pandas, I mean, we have a 1.5K day today already, and we're chilling. I know I'm gonna do a face reveal, and I'm just gonna have like a panda mask on. We do have a strong break of trend in my opinion now, right? Break of trend, good enough above the 20 MA. We could look for a reversal trade here, but I'm still not feeling. I'm not feeling the reversal here, pandas. In fact, I'll take the trap trade on the 5-minute chart if we trap on the 5-minute to go short. I might consider a trap trade on the 5-minute, but right now we are just choppy. 5-minute chart looks like this at the moment. It does create the two-legged pullback, but you're actually not sure this move is done. Just choppiness on the 5-minute. My Carol. You know what? I mean, meetups would be really fun, I think, too. Talk about trading, talk about life, talk about faith. You know, I could talk about any of those things for an entire day. Falcon One asks, "Do I think it's gonna make a new low?" I actually do think it's gonna make a new low here. I think the trap on the 5 minute is a little risky now. The bar is really large, right? The 5 minute, we're talking about like a 8 point bar. Very risky to take this trap here. You have to be willing to lose all of this, right, on the scalp here. But this trap trade might be good, for a swing trade. A nice swing here. But I'm skipping that. I'm just sitting on my pause, just waiting for a good setup here. That's not the best setup on the 5 minute. I mean, the trap trade on the 5 minute will high chance give you at least 1 point. But in my opinion, that trade's not worth it. The risk is really large. You would have to swing that trade, in my opinion, with 2 contracts. I might swing it with 2 contracts. I could do that, pandas. I could swing it for 2 contracts, either lose. How big is this candle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 10 point candle. Absolutely incredible. You have to like shoot for 10 points. 1-to-1 risk ratio, in my opinion. That will pretty much wipe out my gains for today if I lose that trade. Not wipe out, put me at around 500. 2 contracts, basically every point's $100. And so 10 point loss is $1,000 loss, which is like kind of what I'm willing to risk actually, even with 4 contracts with a 4 point stop loss, or 5 contracts, 4 point stop loss. But I just don't like the price action. I mean, I like the trap, but I don't like how choppy it is right now, right? Just how many overlapping bars do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars. In fact, the trading range indicator just created a trading range using these 3 overlapping bars. Little too tricky, little too hard to trade, in my opinion. We're at 124 likes, not even close to 250. You guys are weak today. There's no way in 10 minutes you guys are going to jump this up to 250 likes. That is unlikely. So unlikely. More unlikely than this trap not making a point. I almost want to just make a point off this, but swing it to the close here, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 point swing, $800 potentially. Should I take this trap, pandas? Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if I should take this trap. Give me a 2 if we skip it. Give me a 1 if I should swing this trap here. Ooh, I want to swing it. I want to swing this trap. Swing this trap. A little too choppy for me, though. That's the main thing for me. A little too choppy, in my opinion. Too far from the 20 EMA. A lot of bad things about this trap, pandas. A lot of bad things. A lot of things not to enter it. Should I enter this trap, pandas? Most of you guys are saying it's about 50-50. I mean, it's not your money, so everyone's saying a 1. I'll count it as half a point. I feel like the people saying no, definitely genuine, right? But people saying yes is like 50-50 on them. It's just because it's not their money to say, sure, why not? It's not my money being risked. Whew. It's not looking good, though, for the trap. Should I swing the trap in the 5 minute? It's not looking good. Let's say if it goes up to 50% and reverses, I might consider it. Oh, it's gonna trigger. Alright, pandas. I'm gonna swing one contract here. One contract. I'm gonna try to swing it to the bottom here. Swinging one contract. One contract swing here. Let's see if we get it. It's just one contract, pandas. One contract swing. Let's see if we get it. Technically, the 1 point mark is here. That's a 1-to-1 risk ratio right now that I'm willing to risk. One contract being traded. It's just too much against me, in my opinion. But, I mean, it makes a point. I could have scalped out a point right there, $250. Let's try to swing this for a couple more points here. In my opinion, if I don't get at least 5 points on the swing, it's not worth it. Because that was one single scalp for me. I could have made $250 already. Let's swing this, swing trade this. 1-to-1 risk ratio on this bar. 1, 2, 3. It has to make at least 5 points for me to make this worth it. In my opinion, if it hits 5 points, I might move my risk. Has to hit at least 5 points. But you see that trap, how good it was. The trap was already good for, 2 points, 3 points. Swing trading this, 1-to-1 risk ratio at the moment. Basically losing about $500 here to gain up 500. Let's see if we get it. This might take a while if it does happen. Starting to reverse on me. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. That's why, pandas, you do not trade against the trading range. The trading range being too choppy. Trying to enter a swing trade in choppiness. Typically bad idea. It's all good though. It's one contract. One contract here. I'm willing to lose this. It's all good, pandas. Hey pandas. You gotta be willing to lose it to get into it. I'm only trading one contract here. No problem. In my opinion, it has to at least hit 5 points for me to even consider this a good trade with one contract. But, lo and behold, the 10K, again, second entry, makes a point. Easy peasy on the 10K chart. Let's see how we look like on the 2K chart. 2K chart's looking decent. I mean, we do have a trading range on the 2K chart. The 5 minute. We're keeping our eyes on the 5 minute. That's our main chart here. Something interesting just happened, right? Failed to actually reach my break-even point, showing eagerness from bulls coming in to buy it up before it even touches before it touches this point. The bulls know that there are trap traders here, such as me. Just watching, just watching. One thing to note, pandas, that this trade actually is not bad for the scalp in terms of getting 3 points. If I were to do a scalp, basically my calculation is for every 4 point risk, you have to make at least 1 point. So 8 point risk, you have to make at least 2 points. 10 point risk, which is what we're pretty much risking right now, you have to make 3 points. Two or more points, like 2.5 points. Here we got a 3 point scalp actually. So that actually would have been bad for a 3 point scalp to trade, and that would have been worth the risk. But for 5 contracts, that's too much for me. So I'm chilling here with one contract. If I get busted here, it's all good. That's why we're trading one contract, pandas. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this was a decent swing trade. I mean, in my opinion, a 1-to-1 risk ratio is a minimum for the swing trade. It's just kind of bad thing about it is that I'm on stream and it might just take a very long time to actually reach this swing if we even do get it. But if we get it, if we don't get it, it's all good, pandas. It's all within the risk. Not a bad scalp though for 3 points. It happened very quickly. Maybe I would have scalped out 3 points if I calculated the non-swing trade. Just keeping the scalp calculation. Maybe next time I'll do that. Do 3 points for 10 points. Yeah, that's next time. Well, pandas, we're in a swing trade here. And with swing trades, you have to be willing to risk it. You cannot move your stops. You gotta just create it and leave it, right? Set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. That's what we're doing here. Setting it and forgetting it. The reason why I don't mind if I lose this, right? It's just $500. Just 2 scalps for me later in the day. It's all good. Especially with the way the 10K is working, I feel like I can scalp anything on the 10K and make a nice point. $2K chart looks like this. Potential trap trade here. I might scalp this trap trade to go long. Nah. We'll keep it. The 2K actually has a nice trading range forming here. Just watching, pandas, swinging this. That's the thing about swing trading, pandas. when you have a swing trade setup, you gotta just let it play out, and you can't touch it. You can't lie to yourself. You know, you have to be willing to lose or gain whatever happens. You gotta set it and forget it. And if I lose this, and you can say like you could have come out many times, you could have got this profit right now. You know, for me, I'm just gonna stick to the swing trade idea that we have here, a 1-to-1 risk ratio, and it is what it is. You know. You gotta be willing to risk at least a 1-to-1 risk ratio for swing trade. Might be, I'll move my stop loss now, right, to break even. So now it's a risk-free trade. Sorry, pandas. Mrs. Panda's dropped off some panda treats for me. You gotta be willing to risk it. Many of you guys might say, just stop out here, take your target. You gotta hold on to it though, pandas. Oh boy, I just want to get out. 36 more seconds on this. I won the 1-to-1 risk. Alright, I'm out there. Ends up hitting my price target anyways, but let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Easy peasy, easy money. Hey, that's how you swing trade, pandas. I know it's scary, but it's only scary, right, if you trade too much. You know, for me, I was trading one contract, and my account right now is like, you know, over $30,000. You know, just continuing off my 5K journey. And I would have actually made my 1-to-1 if I, you know, actually had paper pause at the end, bamboo pause. But I would have made my 1-to-1, you know, and I left $100 on the board because of that. I left $100 on the table because I was too scared. But it is what it is. Could have held it longer, but let's go, baby. Let's go. Pandas, that's how you swing trade, right? That's how you swing trade. But pandas, if that was scary to you, that's because you're risking too much. I'm trading one contract. I'm willing to risk, right, that 9.5 points to gain the 10 points. But if I was trading 5 contracts, that would have been a very scary trade, in my opinion. Especially if it reversed like this, with a very strong bar like that. That would have been scary, in my opinion. Now, let's go, baby. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Make sure you subscribe. If you find this stream entertaining, or if you're getting any benefit out of it, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you feel like that, you know, you want to support this stream financially, you can actually become a panda. Hitting that join button, you get priority answering to your, responding to your questions, answers. You get your green name. You get the panda emoticons. You get all these beautiful panda emoticons. And most importantly, you support the channel. You support me. I do this absolutely for free. And so those things like that actually help motivate me to continue to go on. And so I do appreciate if you do consider that. But hey, pandas. Also, free trial of the indicator if you guys want to check it out. I think it's very useful. For me, I can identify second entries from a mile away, but I still have the indicator, right? So I don't have to have that extra little hesitation to, to calculate if it's a second entry or not. So I hope this takes out that one step for you, and it's just a free trial. Check it out. Also, there's a free floating tick counter for you guys on the website. The link is in the description below. And yeah, I hope everyone trades safe. Trade safe, and as always, happy trading. God bless. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. I try to start the stream at 9 a.m. so I can do some daily chart reviews with a pre-market analysis. So try to come early if you guys can, and so we're not just scrambling. But 9 o'clock tomorrow I'll be on, and yeah. And also at that time I actually have more time to chat with you guys, answer any questions, because during the actual trading, it's very hard for me to go bounce back and forth to your questions because of how much focus you need to trade price action. You need to read every single bar. Nothing is random in the market. And there was like a person commenting on one of my videos that, oh yeah, the market's random. How can you do a strategy like this? Well, the thing is, the market is not random. The market is not random. There's institutions out there controlling the market. We're just trying to follow their footsteps. Right? We see their footsteps walking towards a cliff, and we predict, okay, they're jumping off this cliff. Right? We see their footsteps walking towards a door, and we can say, okay, maybe they're going to go through this door. Right? We see their footprints, and we try to follow along. And sometimes they walk up to the door, and then they walk away from it. It is what it is. But that's all we have, right? As retail traders, we can't control this market, but we want to ride the coattails of the institution. So nothing is random in the market. Every single candle is there for a reason. So, pandas, I hope that's been helpful. Happy trading. God bless. See you guys tomorrow, bright and early. See you guys later.